Hello everyone. In last video we had completed our section B of chapter 1 to 4. Now today we are going to start our revision of section B chapter 5 to 8. So let's get started. So first, starting with chapter number 5, section B, answer in one sentence, and the first one is, which method is widely used to separate insoluble solid from waters? And the answer is, filtration is widely used to separate insoluble solids from water. Second question is, what can we do to dissolve more solute in a saturated solution? And the answer is, if we heat a saturated solution, we can dissolve more solute in it. Third question is, which method of separation is used to separate the components from a mixture of water and oil? And the answer is, decantation is used to separate the components from a mixture of water and oil. Third one is, give example of two liquid mixtures in which the components do not mix with each other. And the answer is, mixture of kerosene and water. Second one is, mixture of oil and water. Fourth question is, what do we get by churning curd? And the answer is, we get butter and buttermilk by churning curd. Now moving towards two differences, and the first one is sieving and hand picking. First point is, this method is used to separate the components that have different size. In hand picking, this method is used to separate components that are same in size but different in appearance. Second point is, devices with mesh are used in this method, for example strainer and sieve. Second point is, no device is used in this method, it is done by hands. Third point is, this method is used to separate bran from wheat flour. And last point in hand picking, this method is used to separate dirt and stones from grains. Second one is evaporation and condensation, and the first point is, this process of conversion of water into vapor is called evaporation. First point is, the process of conversion of water vapor into its liquid form is called condensation. Second point is, evaporation is responsible for the conversion of seawater into clouds. Second point is, condensation is responsible for the conversion of clouds to water again. Now talking about to chapter number 6, changes around us, section B, one sentence, and the first one is, list 4 changes that can take place in our body. And the answer is, growth of nails, growth of hairs, increase in height, and growing old. Second question is, in the growth of a plant, reversible or an irreversible change? And the answer is, the growth of plant is an irreversible change. Third question is, what happens when an iron rod is heated? And the answer is, when an iron rod is heated, its length increases. Fourth question is, what do you obtain when water vapor is cooled? And the answer is, on cooling water vapor, it gets converted into water. Now moving towards differences, first one is reversible change and irreversible change. First point is comparison a spring, irreversible change, ripening of a mango. Second point is melting of ice cream and burning of a wood. Third point in reversible change is blowing a balloon and soaring of milk in irreversible change. Glowing of a bulb and burning of a coal. Heating of tar and growing old in irreversible change. Now moving towards to chapter number 7, section B, answer in one sentence, and the first one is, list the parts of a pistils, and the answer is, the 3 main parts of a pistil are stigma, style and ovary. Second one is, list of the parts of a stamen, and the answer is, the 2 main parts of a stamens are anther and filament. Third one is, in which plants do we find parallel venation in the leaves? And the answer is, leaves of wheat, millet, maize, banana and grains have parallel venation. Fourth question is, list 2 types of root systems, and the answer is, 2 types of root system. First one is taproot and second is fibrous root. Fifth one is, what do you mean by creepers? And the answer is, plants with weak stems that cannot stand upright and spread on the ground are called creepers. Now talking about differences, first one is taproot and fibrous root. First point in taproot, it has a main root and many branches arising from it. First point in fibrous root, it does not have any root but have many thin small roots. Second point in taproot, it grows very deep in soil. Second point in fibrous root, it does not grow very deep in the soil. Last point in taproot, dicot plant have taproot system. Last point in fibrous root, monocot plants have fibrous root system. Second one is petals and sepals. First point in petals, they may have many colors. In sepals, they are green in color. In petals, the main job of petals is to attract insects so that pollinations may occur. Second point in sepals, the sepals fold over and protect the close bud from weather or injuries while developing. Last point, they are present inside the sepals, and the last point in petals, they are present outside the petals. So moving towards to chapter number 8, section B, answer in one sentence, and the first one is, what is our rib cage made of? And the answer is, our rib cage is made of 12 pairs of rib. Second question is, where is cartilage found in our body? And the answer is, cartilage is present in nose, ears, bronchi and between all the joints of our body. Third one is, what is the use of joints in our body? And the answer is, joints are the place where we move our bones to do all our work like bending, walking, writing, etc. Fourth question is, how does our body move? And the answer is, our body moves by the combined action of bones and muscles. Fifth question is, name the birds that swim in water, and the answer is, duck and swan swim in water. Now talking about differences, and the first one is bones and cartilage. First point in bones, they are hard. First point in cartilage, they are soft. Second point in bones, they cannot be bent. Second point in cartilage, they can be bent. Second one is ball and socket joints and hinge joints. It permits free movement in all directions. In hinge joints, it permits movement in one direction only. Second point is, it is the most movable of the synovial joints, example shoulder and hip joints. Second point in hinge joints, it comparatively less movable, for example elbow. So here we are completing our section B, and you have to write all the revision in fan notebook. Thank you.